she could really impose herself on a bowling attack, and by that I don't mean going after them. I mean standing a foot and a half outside the crease. Very difficult to bounce her on this surface. Is not going to happen. She could really impose herself a little bit more at the bowlers. You're right. You've seen all the shots. She's got all the shots. Maybe a little bit of defensive work, which Charlotte Edwards, I'm sure, can continue to develop with her. But I'm with you. At times you feel she undersells her ability a little bit. She's also been asked to do so much from a bowling point of view. Last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, she's been the best in the game for the most part. Batting, when you're that good at bowling, batting should just be a lot of fun for you as well.
Yeah, and actually I think that is probably an area that England can really look at and focus in on. How are we going to be the very best? How are we going to beat Australia in those finals? For Australia, they have got an 11 full of all-rounders. Can we really elongate our batting lineup, which was longer this summer in the shorter format? But can we get the likes of Sophie Eccleston, Izzy Wong, Charlie Dean to become those genuine all-rounders? Because I think there definitely is the potential there. But can these players who are very good with the ball, can they really put it upon themselves? And when they get the opportunity, because you do get less opportunities when you're batting down the order, but when you get that, can you take it? And I just think that is somewhere where they could just level up their game.
Sure, that one slipped out a touch. Something to look forward to, I guess, for the next month as well in the upcoming 100 competition. Left alone, it's turned too much and there was no bat on it anyway. Maybe just seeing a little bit of a promotion for particularly Eccleston. Responsibility comes with maybe her thinking, well, now I have to bat a little more like a batter. With the Manchester Super Giants. Probably like to see her batting at 6, maybe. Time will tell. Izzy Wong's underway after 23 deliveries. Little inside edge around the corner for 1. 156 for 7.
Bowling at the nursery end, Sri Charani.
That's what it's all about. 3 wickets for India to wrap up this first historic test match here at Lord's, and Sri Charani wicketless so far in her 5 overs. Just the 3 overs for Kranti Goud, and she created 2 opportunities in 3 overs, taken out of the attack.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh, that, isn't it? Can't imagine she would have wanted to come up. She looked pretty energetic, pulled off a good stop earlier on in the session. Yeah, I think Kranti Goud will feel a little hard done by there.
diminutive figure. She's tiny. Watch. I love that interview with Mal and Yas. Maybe she's not going to stand up to Harmanpreet and tell her, but you'd be struggling to get the ball out of my hand.
Yeah, and actually what I've liked about Krantigal, sort of thinking about it this morning, is that she is that sort of smaller frame, but actually I feel that she's probably found the most amount of carry out of any of the bowlers, more so than Lauren Bell, Lauren Filer, who has been off, and Izzy Wong. So she may not have the pace, but actually she's got lovely carry off the surface. She's just one of those bowlers that seems to sort of kiss the pitch, not try and hit it too hard, but find that perfect balance of nice carry, but also finding the movement as well. It's not always about sheer pace. It is, you have the skills as well and the energy to go with it.
Well, speaking of that, I was watching Grace Potts going through the motions on the bottom side of the practice facilities this morning. Out of the England setup, right arm seamer. I'm really impressed with what I saw there. Lovely action. Seem to have carry through. Someone to keep an eye on for the next couple of years at least. 156 for 7.
Yeah, I think she's a good young prospect. She's been in and around the A side. Actually, she struggled last season just with her rhythm and bowling a little bit short. She's that lovely outswing bowler. She's got good height as well. And chatting to Mal Jones, she feels that sort of everything that she does at the top of her run-up reminds her of Elise Perry. I also think the action also reminds me a little bit of Holly Furling. Take the stuff on. There are some really good youngsters and domestic players coming through. That's why I'm really looking forward to the 100. Seeing those players, putting them up against the best players in the world. We're going to see a lot of Indians in the 100. Like so Dipti Sharma, Smriti Mandana, Jemima Rodrigues. Rise actually, Sri Tarani didn't get a pick up in that. What I find so exciting about the competition is actually how are the domestic players going to go against the world's best, and I do think that the domestic system in our country is very strong at the moment, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how. And England also have a few places up for grabs, so if I was at that sort of next domestic player in line, I'd be wanting to make sure I put my hand up. That Island series coming after it as well.
Go back to that conversation with Nick Knight and Richard Gould yesterday. Over 100 female players now fully paid on professional contracts in England, so good numbers, good opportunity to put your name in front of selectors. Well against international opposition. Great pathways being created. One of the great things I think about the celebration on morning number 1 here. Remembering what has gone before you. Oh, it's turned a lot, that one. It's turned, I think it's turned too much. It's turned too much and going to be missing leg stump. They'll consider it. Or was there an edge? Discussion at the moment. 3 reviews remaining. Yeah, Harman not interested.
Yeah, Dipti Sharma, I don't think she's been at her very, very best in this test match. Nice seam position. Finally finding that turn that she has struggled to find. Yeah, no edge there. Is it just doing too much down leg?
That hasn't done too much at all. It's slid straight on with the arm. And cleaned up the off stump of Izzy Wong. Another one for India. They're now only 2 away.
Yeah, second wicket for Dipti Sharma in this test match. I'm just saying she hasn't looked quite at her best, but that is her very best. Dipti Sharma realised the one before had a little bit too much turn, just slid it through a little bit quicker, that delivery. Just finding those areas that India have found all test match. The Indians are up and about. They know they are very, very close to a historic test match win here at Lord's. Izzy Wong showed resistance, 157 for 8.
The incoming batter, Lauren Bell.
.157 for 8, and Lauren Bell, who left the field yesterday, didn't come back on at all. Just sat on the balcony in her training gear. It's come out to bat. Not sure what's funny about it.